Metrics. Marks Metrics. Marks Metrics. Marks Metrics. Marks Metrics. Marks Metrics.
All right, it's Friday. That means it's happy hour. All right, let's go. All right, for today's happy hour, we have a Left Hand Brewing Company, because I am left-handed, and it's a milk stout. Don't know if I've had this one before, but it's getting warmer, which means stout season is almost over. Probably the last stout I'll have for happy hour. I say that will probably snow next week. Let's give this a taste. Not bad. All right, let's just go over quickly the stuff I've been doing this week. So here we go. First of all, the screen that we had up. This is actually a little incomplete here. Let's go. I've been trying to kind of make a new one with the new name. So I was working on that today, and I kind of got there. I don't know. I had a few problems, and I had to start over a couple times, but I need to get my... I hope, okay. So there's like a nebula in the background here. And let's just turn this off. So if I go into my logo camera, so here's basically the setup. I'm not quite happy with it yet, but just trying to get something that's spacey feeling. So I like these nebulas. I like. They're just a little hard. They're very difficult to light. There's like all different kinds of settings for them, and it's kind of difficult to light them and make them look like I kind of wanted them to look a little brighter and a little more colorful, but like I said, they're just kind of difficult to light. So it's basically just all these lights in here are kind of giving it shape. Otherwise, there's not much there. And each nebula has a bunch of settings. Where is the material? Here we go. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I just moved the camera. Did not mean to do that either. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So there's all these different settings. So this is basically like it's like a volumetric element, and you have to bring it in. And there's like it's kind of heavy and difficult to work with, but basically there's all these parameters for the element. So I can increase the density. I'll just do it off screen here. So if the density now is at 0.1. If I make it like 0.5, you can see it gets much denser and the light is not going through it as much. It's 0.1, it's 0.02, it's kind of very wispy now, 0.002, it kind of goes away. So you have to kind of play with all these settings. Then there's like the albedo scale, which is how much of its natural color it's going to take on. So its color is white. So if I set it all the way up, it's just going to blow it out with white. So I want to kind of turn that down so it accepts more of the light color. But it's kind of finding this, finding the right balance and tweaking those settings, the material settings versus tweaking the light settings, and trying to get something that, looks pretty good. So still working on it. Let's just hop out of the camera here. But we'll just I'll show you what the element looks like. So this is the element here. There's actually a couple of them. And they're these big, cloudy kind of looking things. Now, if you get too close, the resolution starts to break down. It's kind of hard to see. But it starts to look a little grainy and stuff, blocky. But they're pretty cool. They're kind of fun to work with. It's just, like I said, it's kind of tricky getting them to look right. And then, of course, you're trying to make them look like a nebula. And, it's kind of trying to balance the colors and all that stuff. So it's not going to look very good from the back because there's a lot of backlighting going on. But, yeah, like I said, not quite happy with it yet. It's... Still trying to figure that out. So anyway, I was doing that. So we've got a little nebula. And I did do a render of that logo, so at least I've got something to use for now. And the other thing I was working on this week was working on, this week and last week was working on Cassie, Cassiopeia, one of the main characters. So let me see if I can bring her up. Let's see. I'm trying to find my window. Wait, I don't need this open. And I lost my window. Found it. Okay. All right, looking for my window thing here, my level. Got to find the level. Let's see, where did I put it? Levels. No, I know where it is. Character, Cassie, test levels. Oh, that's not where it is. Hold on. I remember that this level is not in the right place. I should actually move it because I keep forgetting to do it. And then I keep looking for it where it shouldn't be. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, hold on. Almost. Okay, got it. Okay. So I was working on her, working on the model, trying to refine it. I was trying to work on her hair a little bit. Another thing I was doing was playing around with doing hair with hair tubes. And I got this really great tool, but I just am not very good at the technique of how to do it yet. So I've been kind of struggling with that a bit. But all right, here's the briefing room. This is, I went outside the walls. Okay. Oh my God, that camera's really fast. Jeez. All right, so this is a environment that I got from the Unreal Marketplace, and I just kind of relit it a bit. Really, all I did was I added a couple warm lights up here, and it was a lot cooler. So I kind of like toned down the coolness a little bit and just added some warmth up here just to give it a little like color separation in between the two parts of the room. And then I just threw the character in here because I just wanted to see her, threw an animation on her, and I just wanted to kind of see her moving in a lit environment, see how the materials were working and stuff like that. Oh, it looks like I've got some lights here that aren't set properly. These should all be movable. I don't know why they don't default, there we go, to movable anymore. I think they used to. All right, so I just set up a very quick little scene in here. You can see like this is the kind of the extra lights I put in the back. Basically I just put like a bank of like little fill lights around her. And these are neutral lights that are kind of taking off that cool light, because if she gets cool, she starts to turn like green, which is not very appealing. So I just added some neutral lights here to just kind of fill her in a little bit. So she's got some light on her and to neutralize that cool color of the room. And there's also a light back here that is simulating this practical light. And that's just kind of giving her a little rim light here that you can see. And same thing here. This is kind of hitting the Streambot when he comes over. And then this is a little extra fill for the Streambot. And let me just bring up the sequencer here. And so here they are. So I think these are the front bounce lights. So you can see it's subtle, but you know, just kind of adding a little extra light. I think these are ceiling lights. These are the two door lights, which doesn't really feel like they're doing anything. Why do I not see them? Strange. Okay, well, anyway. All right, so yeah, this is the setup, and we'll just play through it. So basically, I just did a little camera move and just have them just like in an idle. So let's pop into the camera. Oh, I know why I don't see these lights. So when we're behind her like this, they were kind of blasting her back. So I keyed them off. So at the beginning of the shot, the lights are keyed to be 0. That's why they weren't having any effect, because they're turned off. And then as the camera moves around, they slowly raise up, so we get that nice rim light once the camera goes around. All right, here we go. And there she is. Now, the one thing I'm kind of worried about is on the low res, you can see her suit is kind of like chattering a bit because there's like a high frequency detail on that. So far, there hasn't been an issue with it in the renders. It's been pretty clean, so I'm hoping it's okay. If I boost my screen percentage up, because this is not, and let's see, my settings, turn my material settings all the way up. It kind of cleans up a bit. There's still a little bit of artifacting, but and the other thing I'm doing with her is her head has a light attached to it, which is just giving her face a little extra light. And it's It looks like I repositioned it a little bit. But the other idea for doing this was to make sure that she's always got a little glint in her eye. Like that's one of the things that we used to have to do at Blue Sky all the time, was that all the characters always had to have eye dings. So they were usually added afterwards in comp, but because without them, the character kind of will sometimes look a little dead. So just had had that little like sparkle in the eye. So it looks like yeah. So you can see it in her eye now, but it's kind of blowing her face out a little too much. So, but it is there. Like it is making a difference in her eye. But anyway, that's just kind of like a little light that's attached to her head. So as her head turns, it's going to follow her. And like I said, it's very subtle, and it's also, this is actually something I despise, but I did some light linking where it's only affecting her face. So the characters and lights have channels. So if I go to her face and I think my camera is over. Hold on. It is. So right here you can see the channels. So everything by default is in channel 0. Channel 1 and 2 are usually empty. So what I'm doing is I'm taking that light, and this light is only affecting channel 1, which means it's not going to affect this room. So I could make this light as bright as I want, and it will only affect her face. It won't affect the wall. So if I turn it up to something crazy like 30,000, you can see it's like, I turn off volume scattering, you can see it's only affecting her because she's in channel 1. So it's not affecting this stuff. So technically I could like just attach them to the eyes, but the eyes would have to be separate models. But anyway, so that's kind of what that's doing. That's like just, that's about as elaborate with lighting that I want to get with this stuff. Like I don't want to get into the craziness of that they generally do in feature film animation, because that's just ridiculous to do that much. So yeah, if I just hop out of the camera here, so you can see it in her eye. Like it is there. And there's also some lights around her that are reflecting in her eyes, so she does get like some extra lights. But anyway, I just wanted to play around with doing something like that, and so that works pretty well. There's still some issues with her model that I'm trying to work out. Her hair is a little messed up still. Like some of these strands are like really stringy and weird looking, and I got to try and fix those. And they get kind of pointy and sharp at the bottom. I think they need a little more resolution. The skin weights are a little weird because I think some of them are actually weighted to her shoulder, which they shouldn't be, because they don't touch her shoulder. So all the skin weighting should be on her head, so that just her hair just moves with her head. But I don't think it is, which I think is why some of the back hair here is doing some weird stuff. So yeah, I mean, there's like still some stuff I need to fix. But she's coming along. I did do her dancing. Let me pull that up. Because I was just trying to see how the rig moved and see if there's any like deforming going on in the like her shoulder pads. I was worried if that might cause some issues. So let me actually, before I forget, I'm going to move these files into their proper folder. Hold please. Hold please. Hold please. Hold please while I copy these where they're supposed to go. All right, let's go. Come on. Let's go. It's kind of annoying. Like moving things around in Unreal is very, very painful. Okay. All right, let's bring her little dance scene up. I was going to work on this some more, but it's going to be a bit of work because it'll be fun once it's finished, but just to get it done is going to be a little more work than I think I can do with it right now. But okay, so hold on, please. Now I need to go back to where I should be, which is Cassie test levels and sequence. Okay. All right, well, my beer's almost gone. It was only a 12 ouncer, so this may be the last thing we go over. Let's have some seltzer water. That's also gone. So this is unfinished, and not sure that I like the purple background. I've just been playing with things. So one of the things I'm playing with is trying to make environments feel a little like a streamer's room. Like if you look at my room here, it's got like the blue background. If you watch streamers online, they have like, you know, these like RGB lighting setups in the back and stuff. And so I was in some of these environments, I'm trying to like get that kind of feeling in. So I'm kind of going with these purples or blues, but the problem with that is people don't look good in that lighting. So, and when you do a stream, like I have these colored lights, but then I have a normal light, which is hitting me. I don't have a colored light because then I would look weird. I mean, I look weird anyway, but so that's one of the things I was trying to play around with in here. I'm not sure that it's working as well as I would like it to, so I might kind of ditch it and go back to more like neutral type lighting. But anyway, that's what I was playing with here. And one second here. Okay, so let me find, it's really hard to manage all these windows when I've got the stream going. I need my sequencer. So these are just stock animations that I put on her, that I got from the Reallusions marketplace. And I also put them on the StreamBot. Now the StreamBot doesn't have legs, but you can still put the animation on him. Since his rig is broken, like you can retarget an animation onto him, but his rig is a little messed up. He's actually got like 3 arm joints, the way his arm bends. So the way the animations are retargeted to him, they're kind of like treating his arm very strangely because of the extra joints he's got in his arm. And I need to go back and fix that. And then these animations might work a little better on him. So his arms kind of do some weird stuff and his hands are kind of messed up because I think his arms are elbows or something. But let me up into the camera here. And I think this has music in it. So again, this is just like just a fun little experiment. I like to finish it up and just do like a quick little video because I just think it would be funny. And it's also just a good test to see like a good range of motion on her and see like where the rig breaks and stuff like that. But anyway, let's just play it through and don't know what the volume is going to be like on this. And like I said, the animation is kind of broken. It's not finished. It's just a bunch of stuff of like mocap clips that I just kind of started layering on top. So you're going to see her slide around as it transitions from one clip to another. Those are the things I have to kind of fix, and then I have to do some like hand keyframing and stuff. But like I said, I didn't go and do any of that. So it's very broken. So it's just be aware. Wait, is there music? My headphones aren't on. They turned off. Okay. I don't know how loud this is. I don't know how loud the audio is coming through from Unreal. So if it's very loud, I apologize. I'm warning you now. There's going to be audio. Adjust your volume as necessary. Here we go.
Like and subscribe. Smash the like button. Star streamers. Four views, 4 likes.
Then we got our
4 likes, 4 likes.
got our little stream bot.
4 likes. Like and subscribe. Smash the like button.
So you can see his arms are very broken. But he's moving. He's kind of doing something similar to what she's doing. He's got the same animation, so you can see he's kind of mimicking her. He's got the same animation on him. It's just his hands are a little broken. Yeah, I think it's treating his hands as if they're the elbows. So yeah, it's just a fun little test. I might see if I can get some just see what I can find for like different dance moves and stuff, and just put together something, just a silly little test. And like I said, it's just kind of a good range of motion. Like this is always a problem area, and it's a problem here on her, which is the arm. The shoulder area is always like this is basically the texture, or the model is stretching. It's like pulling a point from down here and pulling it way up here. So that's like weight painting issues that need to be fixed. But surprisingly, the shoulder pads aren't terrible. They're actually not like this is a little bit broken here. That's just the way the model is. This is something that I just need to fix in the model. But there's some deformation going on with this. I should just get rid of this little circle thing anyway. But anyway, it's kind of a fun little test. Yeah, I mean, once the characters get like finished up, it's actually kind of fun to start doing stuff with them. But here's like an issue where I would have to go through and do a fix, like take the keyframe here and move her arm so it's not going through her hair, like stuff like that. I would have to finish up. But yeah, so there's Cassie. I'm hoping I can get Quark done too, but I want to try and get her wrapped up because I want to do some more testing with her, try and get some more like shot tests that look kind of like they would be from a finished render. Try and do some facial animation with her and stuff like that. And yeah, that's basically it. What else have I been doing? It's been about it, really. Just a lot of character stuff. And the hair. I could show the hair tool, but I have to open Blender. Maybe I'll do it next time. Besides, it's that's still a work in progress. I'm still trying to figure that out. But it looks like, yeah, that's probably all I got. And it looks like my beer is finished anyway. So that has been the week in review, and that has been happy hour. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything else before signing off, but I think that about covers it. So yeah, next week I'm hoping to do more Cassie tests, get some facial animation stuff with her. I'll be using the somewhere here, the iPhone to do some MetaHuman facial motion capture, and then apply it to her rig and see how that works. And yeah, basically just push her like as close to a like finished character as I can, so that we can get some more kind of like tests that would kind of show more like what the quality would be. All right, that's it. That's all I got. That's it. I'm out. I'm done. That's it. I don't know how to turn this thing off.